And running a 1-2-1-2. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose, and I am playing Baldur's Gate 3. And we have just defeated the goblins, the gobos of the previous episode. And we're about to speak to Zevlor and enter the Emerald Grove.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
Can I call you Zev? Tavis, what is this
Well
place?
met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The Druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
I have no quarrel with the Druids.
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The Druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
This ritual, is there a way to convince the Druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though, I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her, for more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I'll see what I can do.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the Druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
Alright.
One day I'll catch a break.
Let's see what we can do. Let's take a look at our inventory here. Whoa! We have a lot of stuff. How am I not encumbered? Jeepers. Okay. We have a merchant to go to. Aaron. Here we go. Aaron. Oh! People T-posing
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed.
Boop.
Well met.
Boop.
And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Are you really looking down the road?
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here?
We Druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
So the region's overrun by monsters? They won't survive by themselves.
As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
I'm looking for a hit.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers, but I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Cool. I too have some bits and bobs that need to be sold here. Just take 3 coins. $224. Meh. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we'll do more of those off.
Sylvanus, guide your path.
But item-wise, I'm well below being encumbered. Alright. You saw these guys before. What's going on here?
Calm down, please.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Now the weak have need, the strong have
Just
a
like
duty.
I was saying. I don't want all these lives on my conscience. We need to stay.
Zerg. Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
You're doing the right thing. Tieflings need help.
And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost.
Hold on, why are you so eager to reach the city?
You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramaz's tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Good idea. Powerful acquaintances never hurt.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
What's going on over here? Looks like a little fighting camp. A little summer camp.
Good work, kids. You're all heroes.
Hey, what?
Each and every one of you. Go on. Give me your best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Okay. Let's all calm down here. The pile of stuff is falling over. That's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes, we both carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Working with devils, I see. You should consider better company.
A fiend makes for poor company. Unless it's been stuffed and mounted on your wall. Her name is Karlak. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Well, let's join forces. I'll help you cast the devil back into the hells.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
Take Astarian's place. You can head back to camp.
If I must. But do try to keep them safe. They're a little useless without me.
Ready and willing.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Alright. What I did do off screen is I did level up off screen, because characters had to level up. see, what can we level up with Will? No, level 2 Warlock. Spells. Hellish Rebuke. Armor of Shadows. You can cast Mage Armor on yourself at will. At will. Without expending a spell slot. Mage Armor increases your armor. I like that one. Beguiling Influence. Sight. Unleash Vigor. Ooh. Push them away. There we go. Any spells to replace? Arms Peter. Change with those. Nah. Step. Impact Boon. Let's do that one. We got cantrips of those ones. Vicious Mockery. A whole bunch of like little questy stuff here that we can do here. Any of the side quest stuff we are going to do off camera, and it's going to be Patreon exclusives. So that's my plan, anyways. For the time being, if you want to see me do any of that, there'll be little private videos that I will be posting onto Patreon. As in, you'll need the link to see them.
My daughter go right now!
Ooh.
She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh! Let me through, Mragrashab, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Dude, just get turned into a bear. That mom's really like willing to throw down for a kid. Don't do it. Okay.
We need to get Arabella out! Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
I saw what happened. Why are the Druids holding your daughter?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of Druids who hate us. That's not right.
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
You know, Shadowheart, maybe I should have put you in camp, because dear God. She's just a child. The Druids are overreacting. I'll go talk.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
I got you, Mama.
Do all the damn rituals you want. We're not leaving. Come, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back.
Why? What's this? If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now. I'll go right,
Kick
please.
back, force my hand, and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh.
He said a moment.
I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Alrighty. Inner sanctum.
Would that we could speak freely, my Ursine friend.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
I saw like I had some kind of like light on me. Oh, yay. Right here. I'll just stay right there. Sylvanus' blessing.
Ready and willing.
There we go.
No time to rest.
Okay, does the blessing do anything? Probably not, because it's being taken care of right now. Let's see. Stone door. That's where we need to go.
Have you lost your senses, Korga?
What's up for discussion?
Stole the idol of Sylvanus. She must.
Ooh. I apologize if anyone has any fear of snakes.
I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a
what, Wrath?
A child.
A thief? A poison? A threat?
Kalga.
I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Why do you look at me when you say that? Thief? Poison? What's this girl's actual crime?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely.
Do it.
I'm versed in the ways of justice. Make your case, and I will pass judgment. Make your case, and I will pass judgment. Now, Will wants me to succeed, so let's do this. Ooh, there we go.
Very well. I'll defer to your ruling. My circle has offered grace to these outsiders. We gave them shelter from storm. We nourished their bellies. In return, these devils lured in a horde of goblins. And their spawn stole the one relic that might keep us safe. We've taken back our relic. But I will keep the fiend caged till our protection rite is complete.
What do you have to say for yourself, child?
I was scared. They said when the rite was over we'd have to leave. But there's goblins out there and worse. And it's nice here. So I took the idol. I thought maybe then we could stay. Please let me go. I'll be good, I swear.
Well, Paladin, what say you?
Justice means nothing else. returned the girl to her family. She's made amends, and you have your relic.
Thank you! Thank you, thank you!
Sif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Friends want to talk. Gale.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Rather important, no less. Alright. Alright, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
Aw. That's very gratifying to hear.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul. Except for my cat. You see,
You have a cat?
I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Okay, what kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Okay. Your illness causes you to consume raw magic. I'm going to need details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
I'd be happy to help.
You have my thanks. And fear not. Your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Yeah. Shadowheart?
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now.
Okay.
It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Are you sure it's not? Actually, right, turn to other matters. It's the story with the odd little artifact.
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
Okay, we're gonna play that way. While we're here, and Nettie should be here as well. So let's...
I don't want blood on my hands. We have the right to defend our home. So that's what you want.
If not over, then through.
But I won't let this grove be harmed. Not again.
There we go.
They did a number on you, didn't they?
Does that hurt? I see you. Just give me a moment. Vis medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I'm looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Healing as soon as possible.
Come here. Let's have a look at you.
Okay.
You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
No good. But I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
I mean, no point getting beating around the bush, really. You know them. Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Drow and I have the same kind of parasite.
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I'd like to stay, if it's all the same.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Thank you. I'll take anything that can help.
Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events?
I can merge my minds with anyone else that's been infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind flayer ship. I was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you.
Oh, okay.
You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
Wow, I thought you would cure me. What about that branch of
The
yours?
thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
Honestly, I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, You seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean, should be
Mind
changing?
flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers, telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
That's... You said you were tracking other victims. Did they change?
Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
So... You think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Take it one step at a time, Nettie.
Wyvern poison. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems.
That mural...
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild? You recall stories of an alliance between Druids and the Harpers, but the details are vague. Claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows Druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature. The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots. Beasts chasing beasts alongside a wild woman. A depiction of some local folktale, perhaps. The forest rose with claw and tooth to tear the darkness from its roots.
Well, I guess we got one try at that. stuff we can't. Stuff we cannot take. Whole lot of stuff we cannot take. Return to Arabella's mother, or mother and father.
Find our master. Return to me then. Tell me what you
Yes, I see. I do wish I could understand you.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
From a variety of goblins led by a lasher and flanked by blue hags.
Aye, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
Time was spent upon books. I am a student of the page.
Uh-huh. I've always preferred experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men. But to each their own. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Dragon? There wasn't any dragon.
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yes, they called out the name like a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Kukliak would come to some use.
Be careful, goblins aren't known for mercy.
Never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
I see. Alrighty then.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
They nearly died. Did you hear me?
Keep their confidence if you insist.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
He's happy. This could have ended badly. Keep her in line from now on.
The Nine Hells will sooner freeze over. But we'll try.
This one gives us dancing lights. And protect Arabella from night from Kaga and her servant.
About us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
let's talk about, or talk to... We're going back here to talk to... Oh, whoa, what's going on here?
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill him too?
You! Move!
Your thoughts? Ooh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, okay. You can read your thoughts. And you can figure out your thoughts.
Cannon would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me.
What would Cannon think of you now?
Don't you dare! Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Because she's not a practice target. Now as a prisoner, her life isn't yours to take.
Not sure I get that. The bars don't make her special. But fine. Whatever.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Believe it or not, but I witnessed a similar standoff back at the Yawning Portal.
Oh boy.
Of course, an establishment like that invites all sorts of outlandish entertainments.
What was the standoff about?
Oh, a drow, a dragonborn, and a cleric of Cyric walk into a bar. Your standard fare. Maybe someone was cheating at cards. Maybe it was some weird lover's quarrel. In any case, out came the crossbow, and a hush fell over the entire room.
What happened next?
I stood up and yelled, "Shadow Dark Ale for everyone!" The crowd cheered. The tension drained into 6 tankards, and soon all was well again. In a place like the Yawning Portal, the most powerful magic is calling for a round of drinks. Mind you, all I did was call for ale, but you went and stood in front of that crossbow. Well, I'd drink to that.
Eat.
You thieves are all boring. Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
I just saved your life. Show some gratitude.
They'll peel your face off and nail it to a wall. I ain't scared of some god. Stick a dozen arrows in me and Priestess Guards still patch me up. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyarg.
Booyarg, the goblin word for magic. Primitive to a fault, but not entirely without merit.
Well, I'd certainly like to meet her.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
Actions have consequence, Saza. Maybe use this time in the cage to reflect.
Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like.
Alright, and with
I'm
that...
gonna bite the heads off your kids and your birdies And your dogs!
Well, with that, we're going to call it for the day because we're at that time. But we're going to actually go looking for Karlach in the next adventure. And then, as mentioned before, there's going to be a bunch of side quests that we do and side missions that we do that won't necessarily be up in the end thing because we're going to focus on the story. But we are going to... Saza, shh. We are going to just be putting that into the Patreon, so it's Patreon exclusives. If you want to see any of the side story or like side quest stuff, feel free to subscribe to my Patreon down below. It's going to be a new thing that's going to be offered as well.
Every last one of you!
As well as shoutouts in every single video. One person who's not going to be sorry about that is Murdoch, who's been supporting me at the $5 tier. Feel free to take a look at the down below in the description where you can find the link to my Patreon and find out what other things you can get with that. And like I said before, you get a shout out in every video, and there's going to be early access.
Are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Your support does not have to look financial, or doesn't have to be financial either. You can help me out a lot by subscribing to the channel, liking the video, commenting down below, and even sharing the video. I know a lot of people are really into Baldur's Gate as much as I am, so if anyone who's really interested,
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies,
and
your dogs.
And anyone who'd be interested in watching, feel free to send it their way. We're gonna let Saza take us out of here with one last thing, but in the meantime, I'll see you in the next video, and until then, happy, well, goblin farming, I guess.
Let me out, you bunch of softies!